Many people think they're broke because they don't make enough money. That lie is the reason they'll stay broke for life. Because money is not what leaves first. Your discipline does. Some people touch money once and never see it again. Others touch money once and it multiplies. Same money, same world, same economy, different minds, which tells you something most people are not ready to hear. Money doesn't respect effort, it respects structure. You don't lose money because you're unlucky. You lose money because your mind was never trained to hold power. And if your internal system is poor, no external amount will ever stay. Lottery winners prove this. Sudden success stories prove this. Viral money proves this. They don't fail financially, they fail and psychologically. In this video, you'll understand why a poor mind repels money, why income growth doesn't equal wealth, and why, until your thinking evolves, money will keep entering your life, only to escape it again. Now let's begin. Money does not abandon people randomly, it leaves predictably. There is always a pattern, and the pattern is never the bank account, it is the fee mind behind it. If your mind stays poor, money will never stay with you, no matter how much you earn, inherit, borrow, steal, or stumble into. You can hit a financial breakthrough, you can have one good year. You can land a sudden opportunity, but if the operating system in your head is poor, money will leak out of your life the same way water escapes broken hands. Not because money hates you, but because money obeys structure. And poor minds are allergic to structure. Let's destroy the biggest lie first. Poverty is not an income problem. It is not a salary problem. It is not even an opportunity problem. Poverty is a behavioral pattern. It is a rhythm of decisions made under pressure, a default response to stress, desire, fear, and ego. Money does not stay where. Decisions are emotional, spending is impulsive, thinking is short-term, identity is fragile, discipline is optional. Money avoids chaos, and the poor mind is chaos, often dressed in confidence. Here is a truth that humbles people. Your income level is not your enemy. Your mental ceiling is. That ceiling determines how you react when money comes, what you do immediately after earning, whether you protect capital or consume it, whether you think in moments or in cycles. Most people don't lose money because they are unintelligent. They lose money because their one mind was never upgraded on to handle it. Observe this carefully. When money enters a poor mind, the first emotion is not strategy, it is relief. And relief is dangerous. Relief makes you relax. Relaxation dissolves structure. Structure is what keeps money alive. The poor mind treats money as escape, reward, emotional release. The wealthy mind treats money as tool, responsibility, multiplier. That difference alone explains everything. Here is a law you must internalize. Money amplifies who you already are. If you are disciplined, money expands discipline. If you are strategic, money sharpens thinking. If you are reckless, money accelerates collapse. Money does not fix character, it exposes it. That's why sudden money destroys people faster than poverty ever did. Let me say something uncomfortable. Most people do not need more money. They need a stronger internal governor. Because without rules, money becomes fuel poured into a fire with no containment. And fire without containment does not build cities, it burns them. A poor mind has identifiable traits. They are not random, they are consistent. Let's expose them. Trait 1, short-term obsession. The poor mind asks, Tila, how much can I get right now? The wealthy mind asks, what does this compound into? The poor mind spends before it stabilizes. The wealthy mind stabilizes before it spends. One thinks in dopamine, the other thinks in decades. Money stays where time is respected. Trait 2, identity spending. This one destroys quietly. The poor mind uses money to prove worth, to signal status, to silence insecurity. Clothes, gadgets, lifestyle, purchased not from strategy, but from unwounded ego. Money becomes an emotional bandage, and emotional spending guarantees financial bleeding. Wealthy minds do not buy to impress, they buy to position. Trait 3. No systems. Poor minds rely on motivation. Wealthy minds rely on systems. Motivation fluctuates, systems compound. If your finances depend on how you feel today, your money already has an exit plan. Money stays with systems, not moods. Trait 4. Hatred for control. The poor mind resents restriction. Budgets feel like punishment. Tracking feels stressful. Delayed gratification feels like suffering. But here is the paradox: control creates freedom. Wealthy minds love constraints. They understand structure creates leverage. The poor mind wants freedom first. The wealthy mind builds control first, and freedom follows. Trait 5. External blame. This is the final nail. The poor mind blames economy, government, system, market, other people. The wealthy mind asks, what variable can I control right now? Money flows toward responsibility. It flees excuses. Understand this clearly. Money stays with those who can carry responsibility without panic. Pressure is the entrance exam. If pressure makes you emotional, reactive, or impulsive, money leaves, because money requires composure. Here is why many people stay poor even after income increases. Their self-image is still poor. They see themselves as someone who got lucky, someone who doesn't trust abundance, someone waiting for collapse, so they sabotage, overspending, underinvesting, avoiding long-term commitments, rejecting structure. They return to familiar poverty patterns because familiarity feels safe, even when it is destructive. Mindset is not motivational fluff. It is architecture. Your mind is either built to store value or built to leak it. And leaks don't announce themselves, they feel normal. Here is the brutal equation. Income without discipline equals temporary wealth. Discipline without income eventually creates wealth. One path is loud, the other is silent. Most people chase noise, that's why they remain broke with moments of success. Money does not stay because you deserve it. It stays because you are structured enough to host it. Wealth is hosted, not chased. Delayed gratification is where weak minds collapse. They hear delay and think denial. They hear later and think never. But wealthy minds understand delayed gratification is not sacrifice, it is strategy. You delay consumption so capital can grow strength. Poor minds consume the seed, wealthy minds plant it. Another truth: money does not stay where the owner is obsessed with it. Obsession is insecurity. Insecurity breeds poor decisions. Wealthy minds monitor systems, not balances. They detach emotionally from numbers. They attach to process. That detachment keeps money alive. And see, here is the lie that ruins millions. Once I make enough, I'll become disciplined. No, discipline comes first. Money does not teach discipline. Discipline attracts money. Anyone waiting for money to change them will remain exactly where they are. If your mind stays poor, money won't stay, not because you're cursed, but because your behavior repels it. Money responds to order, patience, rationality, long-term thinking, self-control. If these are absent, money exits. Every time. When income drops, poor mind panics, wealthy mind adjusts. When opportunity appears, poor mind rushes, wealthy mind evaluates. When money grows, poor mind celebrates, wealthy mind consolidates. Reaction versus response. Money stays where responses replace reactions. Rich people are not greedy. They are selective. They concentrate resources. They avoid low-return behavior. Concentration creates power. Money does not reward effort, it rewards leverage. Poor minds exhaust themselves, wealthy minds multiply themselves. A poor mind wants to look rich, a wealthy mind wants to stay rich. Appearance burns capital, endurance protects it. Money stays with endurance. Here is the final truth. Money stays where the owner has internal authority. Authority over impulses, authority over ego, authority over fear, authority over desire, authority over social pressure. If society controls your spending, money won't stay. If emotion controls your decisions, money won't stay. If validation controls your purchases, money won't stay. Money stays with the sovereign mind. So ask yourself honestly, is your mind built to host wealth, or only to touch it briefly? Because touching money is easy. Keeping it is elite. If this disturbed you, good. This channel is not for comfort. It is for control. Because once your mind is no longer poor, money finally has somewhere to stay.